What's going on, guys? It's Unknown Player here, and today we're going to be talking about the Royalty Elite variants and also those single SAC3s that don't have to be used in Akimbo. We've got some more information from Sledgehammer and a little bit of a teaser of what's going to be coming tomorrow in the form of a picture. So this is some really cool stuff. As always, if you enjoy the video, then give it a like rating, and also make sure you are subscribed because I'll keep you guys up to date with any updates we get on this. Of course, the announcement tomorrow, I'll make a video telling you guys everything we know about the Royalty weapons. So what we actually got officially from Sledgehammer is that we're going to get coming soon the SAC3 non-Akimbo variants and the Royalty Elite variant. So these are two things, of course, I've talked about in previous videos, which I'll link in the description for you to check out. But essentially, we got information about Royalty weapons, which is a new tier of elite weapons and a third set of elite weapons that Marc Andre has talked about for a very, very long time on Twitter. And he's referenced the HBRA3, how there's another elite variant of it, also the AK12, how there's another elite variant of that, which is better than the RIP and the HBR Insanity, apparently. And he's been doing a lot of teasing. He also mentioned the SAC 1.5, which is, of course, half of SAC 3. And this is actually a non-Akimbo variant. You can use the SAC 3, just one of them. You can aim down sight, you can use it as an all weapon, and they're actually viable to use as pretty much like a vector, like the old Call of Duty games. So this is really cool, and of course they're kind of like refreshing the game. And I really like how they're constantly adding these new things and new prestiges, new elite weapons, the Grandmaster prestiges. They're always adding new things to kind of keep the community interested, and this is definitely going to be very interesting. These Royalty Elite weapons are going to be very interesting indeed, and we've actually got some more information from the actual game files. Now, within the game files, I've actually updated Advanced Warfare to include a lot of information about these Royalty weapons. Now, so far, I believe they're just placeholder because all the information is exactly the same as existing statistics for other elite weapons, and credit goes to the guys on the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Reddit page, which I'll link in the description for you guys to check out. Currently, within Advanced Warfare in the game files, there is all of these elite Royalty weapons. They're all in the game, they're all loaded up, and they've all got the images with that purple Royalty camo, like you can see right here. So technically, this is all public information because it is within the game files of Advanced Warfare. Currently, every single one of them has the exact same stats as an existing Royalty weapons. The ASM1, for example, has a built-in extended mags. It also has 2 for fire rate, has -1 for damage, -1 for rage. So that's the exact same as the speakeasy, and they're all exactly matching of an existing variant. So the melee is matching the chicanery, the ASM1 is matching the speakeasy, like I just said. The Bal 27 currently is matching the Inferno. So I believe they're placeholder unless they actually are the genuine stats and they are exactly the same as the other weapons. Maybe there'll be a different way to unlock them. It is definitely possible that these are the legit stats, they're not placeholders, and possibly there's a way to actually earn these Royalty weapons. After doing certain challenges, you can actually earn a weapon. So instead of having to randomly get the Bal 27 Inferno, you can actually earn the Royalty weapon, which is the same as the Inferno. So perhaps they're not placeholders at all, and perhaps this is actually a way to directly unlock an elite weapon, and it's one of the 2 elite weapons that you get to choose. So possibly that is what they could do with it, or they could throw it on brand new stats and they're completely different. But I'm thinking that's more likely what they're going to do. I think these elite Royalty versions are going to have completely new stats that we've never seen before, and I think that's definitely very likely because Condry did say on Twitter that the AK12 Hall of Fame does have +2 in damage. So I think it's very likely they have new stats and these are just placeholders, but you never know. And also some information about the actual SAC3s. There are a bunch of new variants. There are 5 in total, and they're called the Introvert, the Isolated, and those are the 2 elite variants. So there are 2 brand new elite versions of the SAC3, making 4 in total. Plus there's also that Royalty version, which is also elite. So there are now 5 elite versions of the SAC3, which is actually pretty crazy. So there are 2 elite versions that are Akimbo. You've got the Blood and Glory and the Pain and Suffering, and then you've got the 2 elite versions that are non-Akimbo only, and those are the Introvert and the Isolated. Of course, all the names are very similar to being alone and being just by itself and not having 2 weapons. Normally they're called Pain and Suffering, or like 2 names together, but of course all these single variants are named after being single and being isolated from the other. So that is why they're kind of named like that. And there's also 2 other variants as well on top of that, which are called the Solitary and the Loner. So those are 2 extra variants as well. And there's actually a ton of information about all the SAC3 variants and a bunch of new stuff we'll be getting. And of course they all have those integrated red dot sights, which is kind of weird. And also notice that you can see the red dot sight in the picture that Sledgehammer tweeted out. So you can actually see on top there that all these SAC3 single variants will have red dot sights integrated. So I don't think you can choose, unfortunately, any other optical sights. Maybe you can choose like an ACOG or a variable zoom, but I don't think you can have iron sights by themselves. But anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. A ton of information, and of course tomorrow we're going to be getting more information, the official announcements of these variants, and make sure you stay tuned for that on this channel. Subscribe, and I'll be making videos tomorrow when that information comes out, and also tweeting it. So follow me on Twitter in the description as well. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. Give it a like rating if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next one.